Welcome to Primeval Predators. Today, we uncover the greatest biological speed machine ever created by nature, the magnificent African cheetah. This incredible predator represents the absolute pinnacle of evolutionary engineering, perfectly adapted for explosive acceleration across the vast golden savanna. Unlike other big cats, the cheetah sacrifices raw muscular power and brute strength to achieve mind-bending velocities during the hunt. Every single bone, muscle, and sinew in this remarkable animal serves one singular, vital purpose: reaching maximum speed almost instantly. Let us break down the anatomical secrets that allow this feline to outrun any other land mammal on our planet. The foundation of this speed lies within a highly flexible spine that acts exactly like a tightly coiled metallic spring. With every massive stride, the spine stretches and contracts, propelling the cheetah forward with truly terrifying forward momentum and grace. This unique spinal flexibility enables their hind legs to reach far forward, maximizing the distance covered in a single bound. At full sprint, a cheetah spends more than half of its running time completely airborne, defying gravity with pure speed. Look closely at their paws. Unlike lions or leopards, cheetahs possess semi-non-retractable claws that constantly grip the earth. These permanently exposed claws function exactly like the metal spikes on an Olympic sprinter's shoes, providing essential traction on dirt. Without this specialized grip, the cat would simply slip and tumble when accelerating to its top speed of 70 miles per hour. Then there is the tail, a long, muscular appendage that acts as a high-performance rudder during extreme high-speed pursuits. When a desperate gazelle suddenly zigzags to escape, the cheetah violently whips its tail to maintain perfect balance and direction. This incredible counterweight prevents the predator from spinning out of control while executing razor-sharp turns at breakneck hunting velocities. Internally, the cheetah is equally specialized. They possess an enlarged heart and massive lungs to pump vast amounts of oxygen. During a sprint, their respiratory rate jumps from 60 to 150 breaths per minute to fuel muscles. Even their nasal passages are significantly widened, ensuring that oxygen intake remains uninterrupted while their jaws clamp tightly onto prey. The distinct black tear marks beneath their eyes are not just for show. They absorb harsh sunlight to reduce blinding glare. This built-in solar protection allows them to maintain absolute visual focus on fast-moving targets across the bright open plains. However, this unparalleled biological machinery comes with severe limitations. The cheetah is designed for short bursts, never for prolonged endurance. Now, let us witness the actual hunt. A cheetah does not rely on endless ambush tactics like the heavier stealthy leopards. Instead, it slowly stalks its chosen target through the tall grass, closing the distance to a manageable and optimal striking range. The predator must get within at least 50 meters of the prey before unleashing its full and terrifying kinetic energy. Suddenly, the tension breaks. The cheetah explodes from the brush, accelerating from 0 to 60 in just 3 short seconds. The chase is a high-stakes game of life and death, where every single microsecond dictates the final bloody outcome. Dust kicks up into the dry air as the gap between predator and prey rapidly closes in a dramatic blur. But there is a deadly catch. This phenomenal sprint generates massive amounts of internal body heat almost instantaneously during pursuit. If the chase lasts longer than 30 seconds, the cheetah risks fatal brain damage from severe and sudden thermal overload. Therefore, the hunt must be concluded swiftly. It is a brilliant flash of speed followed by an immediate, desperate strike. Reaching the fleeing gazelle, the cheetah extends a single paw, using a sharp dupla to violently trip the frantic animal. The prey violently tumbles to the ground in a chaotic cloud of dust, ending the spectacular high-speed foot race. Instantly, the predator lunges for the throat, applying a precise strangulation bite to quickly suffocate the deeply exhausted fallen prey. The kill is finally secured, but the true struggle for survival on the unforgiving savanna has only just truly begun. Following the intense sprint, the cheetah is completely physically drained, gasping heavily for vital air beneath the hot African sun. It takes up to 30 grueling minutes for their core temperature and racing heart rate to return to safe levels. During this critical recovery period, the magnificent speedster is exceptionally vulnerable, too weak to eat or defend its fresh prize. This brings us to the tragic reality of their existence. The cheetah is undeniably the weakest of all big cats. Their lightweight skulls and smaller teeth mean they lack the powerful bite force required to fight off large, aggressive challengers. The scent of fresh blood quickly drifts across the plains, attracting the unwanted attention of much larger and stronger scavengers. A hungry clan of spotted hyenas catches the scent, their menacing silhouettes appearing on the distant horizon, moving steadily closer. Hyenas are brutal, relentless opportunists equipped with bone-crushing jaws and a distinct numerical advantage that guarantees an easy victory. The exhausted cheetah watches nervously as the cackling scavengers approach, knowing full well that a physical confrontation means certain death. Even a minor injury from a brief fight would destroy the cheetah's ability to run, effectively ending its fragile life. With a heavy heart and tired muscles, the fastest animal on Earth is forced to abandon its hard-earned meal. The hyenas quickly swarm the carcass, devouring the meat while the rightful hunter retreats into the safety of tall grass. This heartbreaking scenario plays out constantly. Cheetahs lose over 10% of their successful kills to these aggressive dominant thieves. Lions, the undisputed kings of the savannah, pose an even greater and more lethal threat to these slender, delicate felines. A lion will not only steal the meat but will actively hunt and kill cheetahs to eliminate future hunting competition. To survive in this hostile environment, cheetahs have adapted by hunting during the hot daylight hours to avoid larger predators. While lions and leopards rest in the cool shade, the cheetah utilizes the blazing midday sun to find its prey. Their unique daytime hunting strategy is a brilliant evolutionary compromise, balancing the risk of overheating against the threat of thieves. Mothers face an incredibly daunting task, having to leave their vulnerable cubs hidden while they desperately search for fresh food. Cheetah cubs are born with a thick mantle of silver hair on their backs, mimicking the fierce honey badger's appearance. This clever evolutionary disguise helps deter some opportunistic eagles and predators while the mother is away sprinting across the plains. Despite these brilliant adaptations, cub mortality rates remain tragically high due to the constant looming presence of lions and wild dogs. Every meal secured and every cub raised to adulthood is a monumental victory for this highly specialized, incredibly fragile species. Let us dive deeper into the mechanics of their muscles. They possess a high concentration of fast-twitch muscle fibers. These specific fibers contract rapidly, generating immense power for sprinting but fatiguing much faster than slow-twitch endurance muscle cells. It is a perfect biological trade-off. They traded the ability to run far for the ability to run unbelievably fast. Their collarbones are exceptionally small and unattached, allowing the shoulder blades to slide freely and lengthen their massive running stride. When you watch a cheetah run in slow motion, their head remains incredibly stable while the body heavily violently churns. This gyroscopic head stability is coordinated by complex inner ear structures, keeping their eyes permanently locked onto the fleeing target. Nature has essentially built a living, breathing guided missile, capable of making micro-adjustments at speeds exceeding highway speed limits. Yet, this biological masterpiece is currently facing a severe genetic bottleneck, making them highly susceptible to devastating and fatal viral diseases. Thousands of years ago, a mass extinction event wiped out most cheetahs, leaving the survivors with dangerously low genetic diversity today. Conservationists are working tirelessly to protect these fragile speedsters, monitoring populations and mitigating conflicts with local farmers across the continent. Habitat loss restricts their vast hunting grounds, forcing them into closer proximity with the larger predators they desperately try to avoid. Despite overwhelming evolutionary and environmental odds, the cheetah continues to race across the savannah, a stunning symbol of wild resilience. They remind us that in nature, extreme specialization brings both breathtaking physical advantages and deeply profound, life-threatening daily vulnerabilities. The dichotomy of the cheetah is fascinating: absolute supremacy in speed, yet ultimate submission in the brutal hierarchy of strength. Every successful chase is an intricate ballet of biomechanics, a fleeting moment where gravity and friction are temporarily thoroughly conquered. We marvel at their elegant form, the slender legs, the deep chest, and the intensely focused amber eyes scanning the horizon. They are the undisputed phantoms of the Golden Plains, appearing suddenly in a rush of wind and vanishing just as fast. To witness a cheetah at full speed is to witness one of the most spectacular natural events on planet Earth. It is a raw, unfiltered display of evolutionary perfection, honed over millions of years into a singular, breathtaking kinetic expression. As the African sun begins to set, casting long shadows over the grass, a lone cheetah rests upon a termite mound. Tomorrow, the relentless cycle of survival will begin anew, demanding another explosive performance from this delicate master of incredible velocity. We must cherish and protect these magnificent animals, ensuring their legendary speed does not eventually run them straight into permanent extinction. Their story teaches us that true strength is not always about raw power, but also about incredible adaptation and graceful survival. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the complex life and struggles of the savannah's ultimate speed machine. This has been Primeval Predators. Subscribe for more cinematic wildlife documentaries, and we will see you in the next thrilling wild adventure.